It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. We are in for a dreary day of weather across the Ozarks. In fact, there's some low ground fog, some drizzle on the radar already this morning, and it's only in the 40s for starting time temperatures, but I think we only managed to warm to the low 60s today, and it will never feel that warm. We have cloud cover hanging on, rain chances continuing in the forecast today, and winds that will be whipping around in the Ozarks, making it feel rather cold and damp and dreary. Not a beautiful day in the Ozarks. That's what's ahead, but maybe a nice day to stay indoors. If you don't have any plans, I suggest you stay inside. Not going to be too nice to get out today. It is cool, damp, and blustery today. Those are my headlines. We have a frontal boundary heading in again in the forecast, and we are going to stay below average for the entire week. Widespread areas of light showers, drizzle out there on the radar this morning. It's a broad area of the middle part of the country seeing rainfall today, and I do expect that we're going to hang on to this activity through most of the daylight hours today. So this morning through this evening, there's a really good shot for intermittent periods of showers. I don't have a whole lot in the way of thunder or lightning, but an isolated thunderstorm can't be ruled out. Not expecting severe weather. For the most part, this is just that nuisance rain that keeps everything wet and dreary. Grab the rain boots, the raincoats. The kids need those as they head out the door today. On Wednesday, there are additional chances for rain in my forecast, and the best chance for rain tomorrow will be in the morning and in the afternoon. We'll start to see the skies dry up a bit by Wednesday evening, but highest rainfall totals are going to be across central Missouri with this storm system where a half inch of rain is expected. Others are just going to get maybe a quarter of an inch, but it's going to feel like more maybe because of the on and off nature of this kind of all day activity that I'm expecting today. The winds are the other big story today. Now they're going to be out of the northwest, and wow, will they be gusty. 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts. It's going to be incredibly strong across the Ozarks, so travel may become difficult. Anybody hitting the road today, high profile vehicles may have a bit of trouble. Loose objects could be blown around if you've got the Halloween decorations all ready for Friday in the yard. Keep in mind, you may need to make sure they're secured a little extra tightly today because winds will be gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour across the entire area. We also have rain chances that carry over into early Tuesday, so we don't see the rain showers ending overnight tonight. Then behind this front, what I'm seeing is the potential for a few really cold nights with numbers back into the 30s. So Thursday morning through Saturday morning, there's going to be this frost freeze potential. At least at this point, it looks like a low end chance with our opportunity for some frost, just patchy at this point, but it is possible. So keep that in mind. Some really cold mornings ahead. If you have any of those sensitive plants still thriving in our warm October numbers, well, this weekend and this week may do them in. We will have to prepare for a cold Halloween too. The good news in my extended forecast is that I do have dry conditions and at least partial sunshine showing up for Halloween itself. Temperatures will start off very cold in the 30s for lows on Friday morning, but we will see high temperatures climb into the low 60s with partial sun, and the winds won't be as bad on Halloween either. We will see chilly conditions, though, late Friday night into early Saturday morning. So that may need to be a headline in the forecast, and you may need to think ahead for Halloween costumes and things because with a low temperature of 36 on Saturday morning, it means trick or treat time will likely be spent in the low 50s and maybe even upper 40s. So think about adding a coat or a layer to the costumes. Around the country, what's making headlines is the fact that Santa Ana winds have arrived again for Southern California, a seasonal arrival, so it's to be expected there. All of that while Hurricane Melissa is making major headlines down in the Caribbean, of course, impacts yesterday to Jamaica. That remains an incredibly powerful storm. National Hurricane Center all over that one. We continue to see hot temperatures that are in place for much of South Texas and Southern California. In fact, some heat advisories being issued out in Southern California at the same time as some of those Santa Ana winds are kicking up. So fire season underway, and we are keeping a close eye on everything. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. And the question yesterday was this: which U.S. city is most likely to have measurable snowfall on Halloween? Options were A, Denver, Colorado, B, Minneapolis, Minnesota, C, Chicago, Illinois, or D, Boston, Massachusetts. It has happened in all of these locations, but who is the most likely? The answer is B, Minneapolis, Minnesota. The most notable Minnesota Halloween snow was the historic 1991 Halloween blizzard. The state, though, has seen significant snowfall on the holiday multiple times throughout history. Snow on Halloween is not uncommon in Minnesota, although the amounts can vary quite greatly. That blizzard that I mentioned in 1991, 28.4 inches of snow for the Twin Cities. So, yeah, I would say that is pretty remarkable. All right, here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. Which U.S. city has the highest recorded snowfall on Halloween in a single day? Do you think that is A, Buffalo, New York, B, Anchorage, Alaska, C, Duluth, Minnesota, or D, Salt Lake City, Utah? We talked about who is most likely to have snow on the ground on Halloween, but where does the record stay? Which city? You can take your guess. That's at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Hope everyone has a great day today. Bring the rain gear and prepare for this whipping wind in the forecast. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. I'll chat with you again first thing tomorrow.